the degradation of the cable bundle does hurt these tier 2 and tier 3, because ESPN, Amazon, et cetera, they really understand what is driving the signups. And then if they're spending billions of dollars on the NFL or the NBA in a direct-to-consumer world, right, like they need to make sure that that's successful. And if they have the NBA, if they have the NHL, if they have the UFC, they really have a household, the majority of households, and it becomes harder for tier 2 and tier 3 to mix to fit into that mix, right? And so from our perspective, we want to meet our fans where they are. And so obviously we have a direct to consumer aspect where you pay behind the paywall, but 100% of our content is not behind the paywall, right? We are putting we're putting live streams in front of the paywall. We're working with people like CBS and Fox, local linear, regional sports networks, and getting that content out there. Obviously doing that on social and creating a bunch of content in front of the paywall to make sure that we're reaching the fans where they are and hopefully get them excited. And then at some point, if they want to watch the full season or the big game at the end of the year, they are subscribing. And you got to have that strategy as tier 2 and tier 3. You can't just go to one platform and just kind of be behind the paywall. You got to have all of it if you want to grow, at least that's our theory, want to grow your property.
So Mark, can you just take us a bit into the type of relationship or arrangement you are having with those companies? Take it a little bit step deeper. You've given a few parameters you work within or you try to facilitate and bring it to life with. There sounds like there's a bit of a distribution relationship there. There sounds like there's a production component.
Yeah.
And then often, as an industry, we often talk about the media rights deals that you see in tier 1. There's a fairly formulaic way they approach things still, even though there's lots of different types of rights to go there. But I know at the tier 2, tier 3 level, it is much more nuanced. Just talk us through what's a typical relationship look like for you, and what doesn't it include, perhaps, as well as what it does.
So we are way more flexible, right? We work with the partner to be like, okay, what is a success for them, and then how does it fit with being a success for us? So I'll give the example of the CAA, and that's a D1 conference in NCAA. And, our partnership with them is we have, the vast majority of all the content that's streaming on FloSports. So if you're a super fan, you want to watch every game, you're gonna subscribe to Flow. But we also work with CBS Sports Network, right? And so they have some of their top basketball games. It's important for them to be on that national platform. So we're working with CAA and CBS to be like, okay, what are the best games? Where do you want to get out there? And we work with them on that. Local linear or local regional is important for a bunch of the presidents and the ADs because they might have an older alumni base that's like, hey, I want to watch this stuff on TV, and when the football game's on, I want to turn on the TV. And so we work with CAA to facilitate that. And obviously there's pluses and minuses for all of that. And so we just work with our partners to figure out, hey, what's the best solution for them? And hopefully it aligns with us. And we figure out that partnership. And so I think that's a great example.